Hey, this K-Bar user again. I said I was going to record a couple of videos, and I'm back for another special feature. Alright, so we looked at the Ontario 498 Combat, the RTAC, the Blackbird SK4, which is now in the catalogs. We also looked at the Bushcraft Woodsman, the Bushcraft field knife. So we've seen a lot of knives from Ontario. I've been trying to keep, the Bushcraft and the military aspect of both knives going. So, with that said, we just looked at the Bushcraft field knife. The other offering they sent me was this. This is a Rat 5. Start with the sheath. The sheath is it's made by FS Sheaths, the same ones RTAC comes in. They have the double retention straps, which means they are military okayed. Belt loop is just, it's sewn on. Does have MOLLE on the back, so you can attach it to your MOLLE webbing. Just like the RTAC, it does have a generous pouch in the front here. You fit some supplies in. Pouch is adjustable by the means of this Velcro here. You can pull down that lid to where it's good and tight. Of course, you have your leg tie-ons. There is a plastic insert in the sheath, so it doesn't get cut, which is a good thing because I've cut through a lot of these nylon sheaths. That's why I don't like them. But it is a 600 denier nylon, and for what it is, it's a great sheath. Everybody's going to them. If that's what you prefer. Now, the knife. Rat 5 looks like a shrunk up RTAC. So, we'll start from the end here. There's a nice glass breaker. We used to call them skull crushers, but for the lack of nicer terms, it's a glass breaker. Lanyard hole. Does come in micarta scales. Same Allen Torx pins to hold the scales together. Fit and finish on this knife is perfect, as with all the knives I've run into so far. The micarta does come unfinished. It will stain to your hand, or whatever stain you want to put on it, if you want to clear coat it, whatever. Okay, blade. Blade is 5 inches. Cutting surface is about 4. Nice finger choil here, so you can get the full blade, plus you can choke up on this blade. Jimping on the back side of the blade. I can't do a squeeze test on it, but the jimping does hurt. I would sooner see no jimping on the back of a blade. That's just my personal opinion. And also the finger choil. If you're only going to have a 5-inch blade, get rid of this. Because you can, if that blade is down to here, you can choke up on that blade right there. You don't have to be up here. Coating on this is phosphorus. These Ontario knives are US made knives. So, it's a modified clip point. One thing about this knife, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it completely, is it's got a belly that starts here. You got a flat edge to about here, and the rest of it is all belly. So as far as if you took this knife into the field, as far as skinning, cutting, we'll go with the combat aspect here for a minute. If you're in a fight with one of these knives, you don't have a long flat edge, but what you do have is a big belly. Big bellies are beautiful for a good slice cut, reverse grip. You got a full swing on the cut. It's 1095 steel. Looks to be about 5/16 or 3/8 thick. Not sure the specifications. I believe it's 0.188 thick, whatever that means. I'm not a machinist. I don't know them types of numbers. It's a full flat grind. This does go down full flat. The edge on it, which I'm going to be hairless by the end of the day, it does shave hair. You're not going to see it, just like the other one. But as far as carry weight, it's about 10 ounces, maybe 12 ounces. It'd make a great field knife. It'd make a great bushcrafting knife. It's super tough. See, we do a little batoning on the soak. As we all know, I don't condone it, but everybody wants to see it, so. The oak's not liking me today. Okay. There we go. Now the oak likes me. The thing I like about the fieldcraft knives, the bushcraft knives, and these, especially this knife, is the way this flat grind goes. It goes through stuff like butter. Mostly because it's real thin, goes to a thick wedge, and yet you retain the edge of a knife. And that's really, if you're batoning, it goes through stuff like butter. It really does. And feather sticking, well, here we go again. As I always said, I'm not much of a feather sticker, but yeah, belly helps a lot. You can see, nice feather sticks. Coating don't seem to be none the worse for wear. It's a little bit small for stump, so I gotta get some different wood in here to baton with. But that's the Ontario Rat 5. I have to say I am impressed with all these Ontario knives. At first I wasn't. It was like, oh yeah. But after using them for, you know, a couple of months now, the Bushcraft Woodsman, the R-Tac is a bit big, but the Bushcraft Woodsman just about the right size blade. If you piggybacked it with that field knife, well, you couldn't ask for a better knife. This Ontario Rat 5, they do make a Rat 7. The Rat 7 would be more useful, in my opinion, if you're going to buy one. The Rat 5 is a great knife. There's no hot spots, and it does have a beefy blade. Or handle scales, I mean. And you could really get a hold of that knife. As far as, you know, skinning and stuff, it catches the back of your hand just like the field knife. And there we go. Yeah, you'll be able to see that one. See, it just, you'll be able to skin with this no problem. As far as a field knife, bushcrafting type knife, you can't go wrong with it. It's a Rat 5, made by Ontario, US made. Now this doesn't obviously come with the striker and everything. This is more of a military field knife than it is a bushcrafting knife. But it'll work for both genders. Retention on it is really good. I haven't had a whole lot of chance to work with this like I did with the field knife. But what work I did with it, you can't beat it. It's a nice handy size. One thing I do like Ontario keep up is the fact that all their sheets are ambidextrous. I'm left-handed. It sucks having a right-handed knife. Not that I'm not used to it, I've lived that way for years, but. So yeah, the Ontario Rat 5. Great blade. You get a chance, pick one up. You won't go wrong with it. So this is K-Bar user. I want to thank you for your time and your patience. And if you like the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please do. And we'll catch you on the next one, huh?